friends, welcome back to Technique. Today we'll be doing the detailed review of the newly launched flagship device from Xiaomi, the Xiaomi 14. Now Xiaomi 14, just like the Xiaomi 13 Pro, is co-engineered with Leica in terms of camera experience. So we all know how good the Xiaomi 13 Pro was in terms of camera experience. Now Xiaomi 14 takes the photography to the next level with the new camera system. This is the Xiaomi's Sumilex optical lenses which has been co-engineered with Leica, and you get the new Light Fusion 900 sensor. That's a primary 50 megapixel sensor. So let's talk about the camera. Along with that, we'll also talk about the hardware. Before that, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit the red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So in terms of hardware, you get the Leica 50 megapixel triple camera system. The primary camera is a 50 megapixel Light Fusion 900 image sensor. It has f1.6 aperture, 7p lens, and optical image stabilization is included. It's a 23mm Leica main camera. The secondary camera is again a telephoto lens. It's a Leica floating telephoto lens, just like what we've seen on the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Now it comes with f2.0 large aperture, 6p lens, and once again you get optical image stabilization, and it can take photos in 32 megapixel in the photo mode and 50 megapixel in the portrait mode. Now the third camera is a 14mm Leica ultra wide angle lens. It's again a 50 megapixel shooter, f2.2 aperture, 6p lens, and electronic image stabilization is included. Now on the front camera, you get a 32 megapixel selfie shooter with f2.0 aperture. So that's the camera hardware. It's a really premium hardware used. Everything in terms of lenses, sensors, and the Leica co-engineering makes it one of the really premium camera experience you get. But let's see how good the camera samples have come. Let's first have a look at the daylight captures. Now in terms of daylight conditions, you can see here the Leica camera, co-engineered camera produces impressive images. The dynamic range is impressive. The colors are very much spot on. The sharpness levels, the details looks really good. Now there are two primary modes available, the Leica Authentic and the Leica Vibrant. Now we have taken most of the images using the Leica Vibrant, but unlike the name, the Vibrant images is not like a saturated image. It's more or less like the natural colors, but the Leica Authentic is a bit more contrasty in nature, so it may not be the choice of everyone. So we like the Leica Vibrant color, which is more natural looking than the Leica Authentic. Again, it's more of a personal choice, but even if you zoom into the pictures, you can see plenty of details on offer. The sharpness levels are good. So the daylight captures came out really impressive. The dynamic range, the contrast, the colors, the depth of colors, and the overall quality of images is impressive on the Xiaomi 14. So it's definitely one of the good cameras out there. The colors are very consistent as well. Now one thing what we notice is that more people would definitely like the Leica Vibrant colors. Now when it comes to the ultra wide, you can see that the color science is exactly the same as that the primary camera. That makes it really impressive, because when you shift from the primary to ultra wide, generally the color science changes, but Xiaomi has made sure that the color science is exactly the same. The sharpness levels, the details, and the dynamic range also looks impressive even in the ultra wide angle camera. Now when it moved to the 3.2x telephoto lens, the primary shots have come good. There is a bit of vibrancy in the telephoto lens, but not by a huge margin. You can see that the sharpness levels and details are really good, and overall dynamic range and the quality of the images using the 3.2x zoom looks impressive. So those are the three cameras on the Xiaomi 14. Now you can also take a lot of photos using different Leica modes. The Leica black and white mode is in particular looks very impressive actually, especially the human portraits, and some of the subjects turned out to be really impressive, and we love taking some black and white images using the Leica mode. Now when it comes to close-up images, once again Leica modes does help. You can see here great details on offer, good sharpness levels. You can see that the bokeh effect looks very good. It's a natural bokeh effect. We are not using the portrait mode, and it definitely looks great. The details and sharpness levels are also once again impressive. Now you get the super macro, that's using the 3.2x telephoto lens, and once again just like the Xiaomi 13 Pro, it is really impressive in terms of details captured. So once again, one of the really good features about this camera is the super macro using the 3.2x telephoto. Now let's move on to the portraits. The highlight of this camera is the portrait camera. Now you get plenty of modes in the camera. Now if you open the camera and go to the portraits, you can shoot with different lenses: the standard lens, the documentary lens, the swirly bokeh, portrait is 75mm, then soft focus 90mm, and you can use the standard mode as well. Now portrait, we have tried different modes, and they come really impressive. This is the 90mm soft focus. Now the colors and the skin tones are really impressive with the portrait mode, just like how the Xiaomi 13 Pro impressed us with portraits, whether it's low light or artificial light. It does quite a good job actually in terms of skin tones, the depth of field, and also the edge detection was spot on in the portrait photos. So Xiaomi 14 definitely impresses with the portrait photography. It's very similar to the Xiaomi 13 Pro, but it has definitely improved in terms of the color science, and looks very good overall in terms of portrait photography. So this is definitely one of the good phones to go when it comes to portraits. Now moving on to the low light. Now Xiaomi 14 impresses with low light in a couple of things. One is the color science, which is very good actually, looks very natural, just like what my eyes saw. That was reproduced by the camera. Now another thing is that it doesn't make the image look artificial by boosting the colors and making the night look like a day. But here you can see that the night actually looks like a light, and the colors are good. The sky colors are also very impressive, as natural as it can be in the photo. So this is something which Xiaomi has done really well. You can see that the night shots have come really good, whether it's the 3.2x telephoto lens or the ultra wide angle camera. The night shots came out pretty good. So the night photography is definitely great and impressive on the Xiaomi 14. Now moving on to the selfies. Now when we reviewed the Xiaomi 13 Pro, the one downside of the camera was the selfie camera. It was not that great. It was over sharpening the image. But with the Xiaomi 14, things have drastically improved. Now you can see that the selfies turned out to be pretty impressive. The skin tones are good. There is good sharpness levels, good details, and it looks more or less natural. The over sharpening of skin tones is no longer predominant on the selfie camera. It turned out to be pretty good actually. It may not be the best selfie camera out there, but definitely improved over the Xiaomi 14, and we really liked. Even the portraits selfie camera also turned out to be pretty good with edge detection. So selfies have turned impressive compared to the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Now let's move on to the video recording. It can record videos in 8K 30 FPS, but we have mostly taken with the 4K 60 FPS. The video footage is actually very good actually. The stabilization looks good, the colors are very natural, and overall it does an impressive job with respect to the video footage. The stabilization is really well, and you can also see that the color science looks very natural actually. It does not have any sort of boosting issue. Videography has been drastically improved on the Xiaomi 14 and really impressed us here. Now you can also record videos using the Dolby Vision. So this is recorded using the Dolby Vision, and you can see that the colors are slightly boosted here because of the Dolby Vision, but overall the quality definitely looks good. Now you can also take a movie mode in the camera. This is the sample taken in the movie mode. Now phone can also be used to take 3.2x telephoto video. Again, you can shoot in 4K 60 FPS. Video looks good. The stabilization is once again quite good. The sharpness levels could have been a tad better, but not a major concern. Overall the video quality and stabilization looks great. So this video has been shot in 4K 60 FPS using the selfie camera. We have shot this video at the beach in Barcelona, Spain. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is. And this time around you can see that there is 4K 60 FPS support, which is not there last time. So you can judge how good the quality is from the video on the selfie camera on the Xiaomi 14. So that is a detailed camera review of the Xiaomi 14. So as a whole, the Xiaomi 14 is definitely one of the best cameras out there in this price segment with hardly anything to complain. The color science is good, the sharpness levels is impressive, the selfie camera has improved, and you get 4K 60 FPS for the selfie camera as well. Still some of the flagship do not have this feature, but overall as I said before, the cameras have impressed us with the Leica photography modes, and it's actually hard to bring out all the features in this camera video because there are plenty of options to play around with the camera. So if you're looking for the pro camera system out there in a flagship device, without doubt the Xiaomi 14 impressed us with great quality, especially the video recording also improved, and the selfie camera which has improved leaps and bounds compared to the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So that was my experience with the Xiaomi 14. Now most of these photos have been shot at Barcelona, where we went for the Mobile World Congress, and we are really impressed with how the Xiaomi 14 turned out. So that was my experience. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.